What is up, cool cats of the interwebs? It is your girl Haley back at it again with another episode of the pre-review crew for June and July 2023. Let me kick it over to my hosts that are along with me. As usual, we have Brennan
Hello.
and Mike.
So,
If you tuned into last month's episode, then you already know the game that we are going to kick it off with, and was definitely a big one that Mike was excited for. So, to kick off the review portion for June, we're going to start off with Street Fighter 6. It's a fighter single and multiplayer game developed and published by Capcom. It came out on PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and arcade. It released on June 2nd with a 92 top critic average and 99% of critics recommending.
yeah, this game kind of blew the fighting game community out of the water. Um, it's one of the best, Guilty Gear Strive was my favorite, fighting game of the past decade. This one's taking the crown. Um, this game is just super solid. It's really fun. Even my little brother who hates fighting games is playing Street Fighter 6. It's just a overall solid game. Really fun. There's a lot to do, and yeah, like if you're gonna play a fighting game this year, I know Tekken 8 and Mortal Kombat 1 are coming out, but if you're gonna play a fighting game this year, I think Street Fighter 6 is it.
I'm really happy this did well.
I I don't really have anything to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I haven't played a Street Fighter since 4, I think.
3DS.
I think I got it on Xbox Arcade
Okay.
or Xbox 360 Arcade, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but I'd always played Street Fighter 2 Turbo on emulators and stuff beforehand, and I don't know, I just really always liked Street Fighter, to be honest. Street Fighter is my favorite 2D fighter. I like it more than Tekken. I like it more than Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, I tried to get into at some point, and that just didn't really pan out. But the most time spent on a fighting game has been Street Fighter overall. And it's like, I'm just happy that 6 did well. The only question that I have, and I kind of already know the answer to this, but how's the online play? Like, that's always a big. Okay, I kind of figured because that would have popped up on the reviews, but I think the internet thing is one of those things. It's like a janitor, if it's doing its job well, no one really brings it up, but as soon as it stops working, it's like, oh fuck.
I got lag, I think, once out of the couple dozen hours I've done online. I think I've gotten lag like once.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And you can play Street Fighter 2 Turbo in this.
Like in Street Fighter 6?
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking dope.
Online, it's like to get into matches and stuff, it's like this giant arcade hub, where you're able to challenge other people and do stuff. And one of the things that they have in this arcade hub is like a mini arcade within it. And you could play classic Capcom games, and Street Fighter 2 Turbo is one of them.
That's the coolest shit I've ever heard.
I've actually spent a couple of my hours in this game have been spent playing classic Capcom games.
That's actually fucking amazing. That's like classic Animal Crossing on the GameCube. You could get a NES, and you could get specific NES games, and you could play those games within Animal Crossing on your GameCube, and it was like, what am I doing right now? It was a game within a game. That sounds amazing, though, being able to do that in Street Fighter 6 and playing old Capcom games. I love the sound of that.
You picking this game up just to do that?
Honest to God, yeah, like that's like not even like I feel like playing Street Fighter 2. I'll just buy Street Fighter 6 and then also play Street Fighter 6 on the side.
Yeah.
That's funny, dude. I'm definitely gonna look at it when it if and when it goes on sale eventually in like the next year. Um,
Yeah, I think it's doing too well right now to go on sale like for the rest of
yeah,
the year.
for
Because it's
sure.
already sold, I forgot how many million copies.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Within the like first week, it had already sold a million copies.
Well, damn.
Dang. Yeah, for a Street Fighter game, that's not too shabby.
Well, speaking of fighting, I am fighting with myself for time to play the next one because goddamn grad school. Professor, if you're listening to this, I'm so sorry. I love you. Um, Diablo 4. I have a lot to say about this. But let's move on. It's an action role-playing hack and slash game. It's developed by Blizzard Team 3, Albany, and published by Blizzard Entertainment. It came out on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, and PC. It released on June 6th with a top critic average of 88 and 96% of critics recommending. Let me just kick it off with I haven't been able to play a lot of this because I've been so busy. I have 3 characters so far, and I have a sorcerer and 2 necromancers. I am making my sorcerer very much mimicked after Olaria, my D&D character. Um, I have to play this game with friends. It's a must for me because there's so much to do and so much to explore. And I am still in the storyline. I'm towards the beginning of Act 2. And I was doing side missions by myself, like one day waiting for a friend to get on and join me so we can progress through the storyline. And I was bored. I was like, the fuck am I doing? Like,
Mm,
fucking somebody get here faster so I can actually play this fucking game. So I I like this one a lot more than 3. I like the art style. I like the ambiance. I like that it's one continuous map and not just like okay, well you have to click into the act and then within the act is these little tinier maps that you get to click on and go do. And like I fucking hated that. So like I like this one a lot more. Like I said, I've heard that there's not a lot of end game content or the end game just isn't that great. Um, but I'm honestly super fucking enjoying it right now.
Um, yeah, I've gotten my hands on this too. Um, I didn't buy it. I played it. You know, Steam lets you share games with family, so I played it through my brother's Steam account. Um, and I had played the open beta, and I gotta say, this game is better with friends. I was having fun by myself, but it really shined when I had other people playing with me.
that's fair. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I want to. Part of me just wants to say that yeah, like that sounds like every Diablo game. So that it's like I get that entirely. I've only ever liked playing Diablo with other people, though I have played a lot of 2 by myself. But that was only just because of the times. But um,
Like
I want to play this, but like again, like Street Fighter 6, I want to wait. Wait.
I played a lot of 3 by myself and I honestly like that feels like a very single player game to me. Like I played that a lot of late nights in college deep in my feels like Drake sitting
Mm,
there just going I have to mow everything down and just like running through levels nonstop, not caring about plot, story, whatever I was doing, just killing shit. And this one actually makes me want to slow down and go, okay, what's going on in the storyline? What side quest am I doing? Like, what is going on around me? Like, I actually care about all those things that before I was just like my necromancer. I finally bought the necromancer pack like a year ago, and right off the bat I was strong as fuck. I'm not even fully leveled with the necromancer in 3, and I don't have to do a single wad of damage. My skeletons do it. But in this one, my skeletons actually have health. They don't do as much damage. I actually have to contribute as well. So it poses a little bit more of a challenge and makes me act smarter rather than just running in and going, fuck everything. I can one shot this. This is going to be so fucking easy.
Yeah.
Also, the only thing I hate is that the difference between like world, I think it's like world tier 1 and world tier 2, it's so minimal. Like it's not even like worth it.
Mm.
All my
Is
characters,
that? Oh, sorry. There you go.
I was just gonna say, like, all my characters, after, like, doing a couple of the main story missions on Act 1, like, we automatically just bumped up to World Tier 2.
Is the world tier system like? I mean, I've seen this in other games before, but do we think that this is the? It's kind of similar to Diablo 3, where it wasn't world tiers, but it was the was it terror levels?
Yeah, it was, like, Tier 1, Tier... Yeah, like,
Yeah,
it's their difficulty levels. They just
right.
renamed it. So, and it gives you different stuff, but, like, I just don't see any big boost in difficulty when it comes to the minions between those two levels, because you get that one, you get 1, 2, you might get a third one, I think, or you might just start out with 1 and 2, and then after you complete the storyline is when you get the next one.
Mm.
So it's just getting through the fucking story. But the thing that I think they do well in this one is that the acts take you around the map, so you slowly traverse sort of in this giant circle the map, and you sort of fill it out. So that's really nice.
That is kind of cool.
I didn't play much of 3, so I really can't, compare this to 3. I played 2, because I'm old and I was a teenager when that came out. But 3, I never got much. I never really got a chance to play it. So this is my first Diablo experience in a really long time, and I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'll probably buy my own copy. Hit up some of the homies and play it. Take breaks from Street Fighter and play Diablo.
I'm slowly getting convinced.
You should do it so we can all play it.
I was just about to say, yeah.
Mm.
And we just remake our D&D characters and start a guild. Or a clan. I think it's a clan.
Mine's easy. I can just be druid. Easy.
There you go.
There's no paladin.
Necromancer's so cool, though. But anyway, yeah, it seems like everybody really liked this, and honestly, that doesn't surprise me at all. I will say one last tidbit on this one. I do have 3 for PlayStation and PC. I think I will be getting this for PC or for PlayStation at a later date. Not for any other reason besides I hate sitting at my desk, and this is a game that I want to be able to play in the comfiness of my bed. So,
That's fair.
Understandable.
Blizzard, I despise you, but take my money. So, And then the last game that we're going to talk about for June, which little surprising this didn't do worse, is Crime Boss Rockay City. It's a first person shooter with also single and multiplayer aspects. It's developed by In Game Studios and published by 505 Games. It came out on PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and like we said last time, it was previously an Epic Game Store exclusive back in March. It released. Do we have an exact date?
I'm looking for that right now.
Oh, I didn't even think to.
No, it's okay. Pause. Let's get an exact date.
Wait.
Okay.
June 15th.
There we go. It came out on June 15th. I'm keeping that pause in there, by the way. It has a 55 top critic average with only 16% of critics recommending. Holy shit.
Yeah, like you said earlier, I actually thought this was gonna do worse. Um, the original release didn't seem to do very well, so I was thinking this was gonna get like in the 30s as far as top critic average goes. The 60% critics recommend, yeah, that's about right. But I thought it was gonna do worse because this game just didn't. It made me sad.
I don't even remember talking about this game, being honest. We talked about this? This looks horrible.
That's how bad it was. Brendan doesn't even remember talking about it.
Honest to God, I don't even remember. I, I must. It must have been so bad that I've repressed the memory, and whatever I'm feeling now is. My God, wait. Who is that? Danny Glover was it? Donnie Trejo? Oh my God, Vanilla Ice. What? Oh my God. This Chuck Norris. This game was bad. Wait, what? No. Stacked cast, man. What? There's no way this is gonna be bad. There's no way this looks like 18 different things duct taped together at the last second.
But the thing
Oh
about
my
it is,
God.
it is. It very much is.
Oh, but there's Chuck Norris though. How could this be
He
bad?
can't save everything.
What did this get? Hold on. Wait, what?
But
3 out of 10.
Norris.
What? 3 out of 10. 5 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Somebody really liked it.
He's fucking Chuck Norris. He should be able to save everything.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. No. This looks horrible. I guess. I guess even hiring a bunch of really well-known people doesn't help if you make a shit game.
I was really curious about this one. So I went on YouTube and IGN has like a quick like 9 minute like video review, and they very much liken this to Payday, and I was like, okay, I can see it, and they were like, yes, it looks fucking shitty, and I was just like, oh, you're right, because honestly it is like this looks like a game that should have come out on like fucking PS3.
This is Payday's ugly cousin that nobody wants to take to prom.
It really is. Like they're underneath the bleachers being all sad and shit because they smell. Like it's just, and that's the thing. It's like I was like, okay, this has a stellar cast. This gives me like Grand Theft Auto vibes. Like, okay, this is going to be so cool. And then I was watching it and I was like, this is boring. Now they do say that in the review video that the game has 3 different modes, and so they have a single player mode, which is like the main storyline. Then they have sort of like a drop in drop out of missions one, and then they have another one that you can play like with your friends. And they basically said that you go from single player to those multiplayer modes, and the multiplayer modes are just the maps from the single player modes with your friends. And I was just like, what's the point?
It's just like when you ask your mom for payday, and she goes, "We have payday at home," and she points to this. Is that what this is like? Because this is awful.
Yeah,
100%, yes.
I'm reading one review and it's talking about how the cast is stacked, and it says, frankly, I'm surprised Christopher Walken didn't show up.
That's the thing. It's almost like they put all this money into the cast and just let everything else go. And it's like I sit here and I look at the screenshots and I'm like, okay, this looks cool. Like, this actually looks pretty good. But honestly, when you look deeper at it, it looks like they just took the picture and slapped a fucking filter on it. Because it does not look anything like the gameplay that I saw.
Yeah.
Like, I think this could have. Oh, and it's supposed to be set in like the 90s, except the review also pointed out that the like hands off saw has like a screen on it, like a computer screen. And I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" I was like, that takes me out of the element. Oh my god, somebody likened this to Sharknado, and this is the sci-fi version of GTA and Payday. Because the Sci-Fi Channel runs all those like stupid fucking movies.
Hey, I used to watch those movies all the time, alright?
Yeah, I don't know what sci-fi channel you're talking about.
Oh my god, you definitely didn't grow up with cable.
No, I grew up with cable. That was the problem.
Yeah, same. Brennan's left out. It's okay, Brennan. So now that we are done with our review portion for June, let's hop it over to our preview portion for July, where you're going to kick it off with Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals. It's a mystery single player game developed by Night School Studio and published by Netflix Games. It's coming out on Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, and PC on July 12th. Now, I played Oxenfree. I really liked it. It's a really cool, super simple click and point game. The art style is really neat. I really like it. It very much gives like a hand-drawn vibe. Um, and it has multiple endings if I remember correctly. I think the first one, hold on. I don't want to get it wrong, but I'm pretty sure the first game is about an island and you're like going there for a party and you sort of uncover like through radio frequencies that are around the island that a supernatural event is occurring through the radio frequencies, and this like voice comes out and you have to basically save your friends, and it's all because of this like decommissioned military base on the island, and the endings are freaky. It's super crazy, and the replay value is definitely there to get all the endings to figure out what happens to your friend. So I think it's really neat. I'm very excited to see how the second one does. It was picked up, like I said, by Netflix, their game studio, which is like really weird because I wouldn't expect fucking Netflix to want to get into video games. But also, I don't, if you guys know, Night School Studio also did After Party, which is about these two friends that have to navigate hell. And basically, you make a deal with the devil that you can outdrink him in order to get out of hell. And it's really cool. And that's another point and click one. And I have that one as well.
So they're pretty ambitious with their stories then.
100%, yeah.
Which is something I applaud when, people are willing to take chances with their stories.
It's really like the games that they have made are very interesting. They are very cool. Um, and they're not anything that's like they're games that everybody can play with a very interesting story to it. Like I
Mhm.
bought After Party because I was like, oh, like this looks fucking cool. Outdrink the devil. Let's fucking do it. Let's go. And it's a lot of fun. I haven't played a lot of it because I just get bored of point and clicks fairly
Been all
fast,
over. We've
um,
seen
which I hate. But they're cool. I'm very excited to see where things go for them.
Yeah, this looks pretty interesting. I watched the trailer and I've been reading up on it. Um, I do like the whole radio thing. Um, just the importance that the radio seems to have. I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong, Haley. Like the radio seems to be a major component of this game.
Yeah, so that's how the enemy or like the beings communicate. Like the triangle is their entrance point and they communicate via the radio waves. So in the
Okay.
first game, um like you're there with your friends and you stumble upon the military base and that's sort of where they got their start and you sort of let them in
Hmm.
through the first game and it seems like in the second game they realize that they're back and it's worse.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, it's
Yeah,
they communicate through the radio waves.
this looks like something I'll have to really check out when it releases.
I've always liked games like this. The whole focus on the narrative. It feels more akin to like a movie, but I don't know, like Telltale games. Telltale games are fun half the time because like you can watch someone play them, but it's fun to play them too. Actually, like it's fun to be in the pilot seat as well.
Hmm.
Um, but I feel like it ultimately these kinds of games more and more the success almost always hinges on like the writing, the story. Like, and that's I feel like this one, the first one scored decently, so I'm gonna guess that this one's gonna score similar, if not a little better, hopefully, like optimistically. But yeah, I guess it just kind of depends on where they take the story.
I
It's hard.
You have echo by the way, but I follow the subreddit and a lot of people are super interested in this game and the games that I have always played are story based, which is why I really like point and click games because they're always story driven and because the story is the make or break point of those games because the gameplay is just so simple. So, the first one I really liked. I started playing it a second time and then I was just like, I want to do something else. But I'm very excited for this. I think I will eventually pick it up. I won't pick it up right off the bat because I think I'd like to give the first one another playthrough. But yeah, I'm very curious where this goes. But also, being that their game studio, like their parent company, is Netflix, I'm curious to see if Netflix would like make this into like an animated series. I think this could be pretty interesting as an animated show. I wouldn't want it as a live action, but an animated one, yeah, I think that'd be cool.
They need to stop turning things into live action.
Yeah, that just what was it the One Piece?
Yeah,
No.
they just
Yeah.
released a trailer for the live action One Piece and it looks like complete shit.
Yeah. And then didn't they just do like Avatar?
I think I don't know if the Avatar's out yet. I know that's another trailer that dropped recently was Avatar.
Oh my god.
Which Netflix, I'm okay with you publishing games, but please just stop with the live action.
Let's see. Yeah, the live action of Avatar is coming out in 2024, and they have sort of released the cast um, of who will be playing the actors. So, another one bites the dust, guys. Netflix is ruining everything. One thing.
Hopefully, they don't ruin this game.
You might be speaking too soon, but we'll see. Anyway, if we're gonna talk about, is that primal?
Exoprimal.
Okay, K-pop. Here we go. Uh, I know Mike would laugh at that. Um, that's gonna
I
be
hate that I got that.
EXO's next fucking album, Primal. Jesus
Exoprimal.
Lord. Oh, the thoughts that are going through my head. Anyway, it's a third-person shooter and multiplayer game developed and published by Capcom. It's coming out on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, and is that supposed to be PC?
Yes.
It's coming out on PC, but Brennan wrote PS. That's okay. And it's releasing on July 14th.
Um, the premise of this is very simple.
Oh, God.
Put in armor, pick up gun, shoot dinosaur.
Oh, my God.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
literally says suit up, adapt, survive.
there was a beta for this, and it was really fun.
Oh my god, wait, hold on. Hold the phone. This is very like EDF, or Defense Force,
Kind of, yeah,
but with Iron Man suits. And instead of giant bugs, it's just dinosaurs.
yeah.
Sign me up. That is awesome. That is amazing. Dude, part of the trailer, there's a portal and the dinosaurs are just pouring out of this portal. This is absolutely hilarious.
I hate myself for saying
I really
this.
hope the story's like really bad and you can just laugh at it the whole time. That would just be so EDF. It would hurt. I would love it. This story intentionally needs to be shit. Like they need to have written the worst piece of shit story of all time, and it's gonna be amazing.
Okay, hold on. My question is, can I romance in this game?
I don't know because the from what I've seen of the trailers, the story doesn't look very good.
Because whoever Alders is or whoever plays him, sir, you are a cutie that I would jump on your train and fight for you any goddamn day.
All
So
right, okay, all right.
Oh,
Okay, keep it in your pants. All right.
my
You'll
pants
be sad.
are.
No, this is no romance game. Okay, this
I
is about
want
shooting
romance.
dinosaurs.
I
Right.
I want to romance on a dinosaur with that man. I just
I
wanted
think
to
I've seen that
specify that
hentai.
I didn't want to romance the dinosaur.
What
Just
is going on? No, I
I
yeah.
think I've heard of that
appreciate.
hentai.
Oh no.
We've
Um,
scarred Brennan for life.
but yeah, it was fun just going pew pew against dinosaurs. So this was kind of one I've been keeping my eye on. Because yeah, the trailer does look ridiculous. The portal opens and then like all the dinosaurs from the age of them, come pouring out, and you just gotta kind of shoot them all and make shoes out of their skins.
Oh my god, this looks hilarious. This needs to be just really funny.
Oh, so okay, so I'm on the Wikipedia because I was very interested. Wikipedia says it is a player versus player environment video game. Um, and that the main game mode is Dino Survival. Two teams of five must race against each other to complete the objectives set by Leviathan. The main opponents in the game are dinosaurs unleashed from mysterious vortexes, including T-Rex, Triceratops, and massive hordes of raptors, as well as mutilated prehistoric creatures named Neosaurs, which have special combat abilities. The objectives and combat challenges players must complete include Dinosaur Call, VTOL Defense, Key or Data Key, Security, Omega Charge, and Energy Taker. Players are sometimes required to fight against or fight with each other. Dinosaur Call requires players to eliminate a specific kind of dinosaur, while VTOL Defense tasks players to guard a grounded aircraft and protect it from dinosaur attacks. As players complete objectives, they will gain experience points, which allow them to further upgrade their characters and unlock more story missions. So it's almost like a very much forced multiplayer game.
Mm-hmm.
I take everything I said, and I take it all back. I take everything back. I am no longer on board.
Why?
Okay, well, only because in my head I built this up to be kind of like EDF, where it's just you and 3 other people versus a billion dinosaurs. And it's you and 4 other people versus 5 other people and a billion dinosaurs. And like you said, it's a forced multiplayer game. It's meh, meh. If it's fun, it's fun. It's just not for Brennan, you know?
So, let's see. It also says Exoprimal will feature a collaboration DLC with Street Fighter 6 character skins based on Ryu and who's the guy with the G? Guile.
Kyle?
There we go. Will be available.
Yeah, you can play as Ryu and Guile.
Wait, you could play as Ryu in this? Oh my god. Alright, that changes everything.
Brennan's like, I'm on board. I'm not on board. Wait, hold on. I am back on board.
How much is this DLC?
Let's check that out.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Take my money. I don't care.
Yeah, you can do Hadoukens too.
Oh my god.
Okay, so deluxe edition.
Oh, I was joking.
Oh, okay. I was looking at this.
Oh no, I'm never gonna touch this with a 10-foot pole. Why would I care how much the DLC costs?
You know what?
I wouldn't. Spoiler, I wouldn't. But you wouldn't know that.
He says that. But anyway, yeah. So that is Jesus Lord. Looking at the fucking like art for this game, it looks like a 5-year-old threw up trick cereal on their dinosaurs.
Yeah, how do you think I came up with the idea?
I hate you. I hate everything. I hate it here. Anyway, we're getting the fuck off of that goddamn bullshit mess, and we are kicking it over to something a little darker. We're going to Blackout Protocol. It's a top-down shooter. It's a single and multiplayer game. It's developed and published by Ocean Drive Studio Inc. It's coming out PC only on July 19th.
Yeah, I don't know. So when I was going through the list of all games coming out in July, this was the only one that seemed to appeal to me at all in the slightest. I don't know. I recently got a Deep Rock Galactic, and immediately when I went on the store page, this game was like, "Hey, you played a lot of Deep Rock Galactic. You're probably gonna like this." And I went, "Oh, okay, cool." And then I looked into it a bit more, and honestly, it just kind of looks, like dumb fun. I don't know. It doesn't look like the best thing ever, but if it's like Deep Rock Galactic at all, even like a tenth of it, it would still be kind of fun to play. That is kind of cool. Transmit backwards through time, preserve certain skills. Yeah, that is kind of cool. I like the art style too. I think like the art direction is kind of neat. It's very I can't even begin to explain what this looks like, but
I just gotta be careful with the people I play with. This thing has friendly fire.
oh yeah.
Me and my brothers will sit there and kill each other.
That's part of the fun, though. That's always part of the fun. Twin stick shooters. I mean, like I've always kind of liked them, especially from like the top down view. I don't know, there's just something very
Yeah.
fun about them. So just having like two other people, I think, which is a good number. Like having three people is just, and having everything balanced around that is such a good number that I want to say that that'll hopefully end up working out. It has full controller support, which is dope, and a demo. So right off the bat, we have to give them some points. If you have a demo for your game, you get points. Okay, demos have always been cool. I don't know why we stopped doing demos. These guys have a demo. Everyone should have a demo. What's today's lesson?
Games should have
Uh,
demos.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, let me check my notes.
Like,
But honestly, Brennan, not to go off on a tangent, Brennan has a point. I feel like nowadays you cannot rely on, like right now up at the top of the Steam page for Blackout Protocol, there's a pre-recorded live stream play that probably has some of the developers, and it's just like, I can't trust that. Watching it and then experiencing it for myself, two different things. Give me a tidbit of your game that I can play. I don't need a lot. Just give me a little bit. Let me experience it for myself. Let me draw my own conclusions. Because, like, for example, Diablo was like, oh, you can play, like, the beta and stuff like that when you pre-purchase. And it's just like, no. What happens if I fucking hate it? Like, that's not fucking fair. Why are you putting, essentially, your demo behind a paywall? It's a demo
Yeah,
for a reason.
yeah. I had to eat a KFC sandwich to get in.
oh my god, I remember that. I remember you saying that. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I remember. Oh my, it's
Mike will
come back.
never recover.
Wow.
His internal organs are completely destroyed.
There was I mean,
Oh,
you're not wrong in that. Essentially, you're paying for a demo, yeah. But to Diablo's credit, they did have an open weekend. Like that was the only reason I was able to play, just because they had a free weekend. Because I was going initially at first, I thought it was only closed betas, and I was pissed, like Haley said, because they're putting the demo behind a fucking paywall. But then I found out that they were doing open betas, so I was like, okay, fine, whatever.
I mean, like, I get it. They do open ones. They did an open weekend, which I completely fucking missed and was so pissed about. But it's like, still, I don't think early access like that should be behind a paywall. I just don't. I mean, you have early access games, but that's basically like the whole fucking game is out. This is a timed exclusive that I'm paying for.
Question.
Answer?
Okay, so they've already went through all of this work to make a beta build of the game to put out, right? Which is, maybe like 10%, 5% of the actual game. Why don't I mean, I guess my initial point is that to Haley's point again, like if you missed an open beta like that, yeah, it sucks. And that's why maybe they should just take the beta version of the game and put that out as a demo because people have already fucking played that part, right? Like to them, why does a demo matter at that point? They've already made essentially the demo, the beta version. Why not just re-release that not on a time scale? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
And you have a valid point. That's one of the reasons why I didn't pre-order. Like everybody I was talking to was like, "Are you pre-ordering? Are you pre-ordering? Like we get this days early." And I was like, "No. I don't find the extra $20 worth 4 days of extra play, especially when I've already missed out on the closed betas when you pre-order. So then what is the point of me pre-ordering when some of the benefits that I would have gotten are already passed doesn't make sense.
Mm.
So, like, I just bought the standard edition. I was like, I don't know what they're going to have on their season pass, if their season pass is going to be worth it. If the season pass comes out and it's worth it and it's more than just their fucking seasons, because I couldn't give a shit about their seasons, then great, I'll buy the season pass. If not, I'm gonna just run around and kill shit until I get bored and then move on to the next game. But putting your fucking demo essentially behind a paywall, like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't trust. If I can't play a demo of your game, that is when I wait to see a review. And if the review is like, this game is shit, well, then I'm happy because I didn't waste my money to play something that I would have wanted a refund on.
Mm-hmm.
So just put out a goddamn demo.
Yeah, I'll probably try this game just because it has a demo.
Yeah, right? It's like you get points.
Today's lessons. Demos.
Those are good.
Demos are good.
Bring back the what were the discs called in the 90s with the PlayStation?
Oh my god, like the
Jam
little...
packs.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I used to order a Pizza Hut pizza and it would come with the disc of demos.
Yeah.
Oh
Bro, this was
yeah.
so cool. Oh my god, I don't know. So McDonald's used to give out CDs, and it would have like singles from like NSYNC or Britney Spears, and it would be like 3 to 5 songs. I collected those like fucking candy. Those were
Wow.
great. Yeah.
Nerd.
Really a 90s kid there. Anyway, well, we're going to wrap it up with some words are hard. We are going to wrap it up with some final thoughts for this episode of the pre-review crew for June and July. I think I'm having a stroke.
Do you need me to call somebody?
Ghostbusters?
Sure, why not?
Wow. Yeah, final thoughts is put demos in your game. No, don't put demos in your game. Actually, yeah, I mean put demos in your game, but make demos of your game. And also put games within your games, like Street Fighter and Animal Crossing. Jesus Christ.
Um, Street Fighter 6 has a demo, so go play that demo, realize how good the game is, and then go buy it for yourself.
And you can play Street Fighter 2 Turbo in Street Fighter 6.
Exactly. So when after you've gone online, done some ranked, and you're like, I need to take a break, play some Street Fighter 2 Turbo, man.
That was amazing.
Play Diablo because it's cool. Support Oxenfree because indie, even though their parent company is now Netflix, and don't trust a GTA ripoff.
Even if it has Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, even if it has a stacked cast.
Especially if it has Vanilla Ice.
If it has Chuck Norris. Brennan's still salty.
Fucking Chuck Norris.
I'm upset.
Anyway, that has been it, guys, for this episode of the pre-review crew. We will catch you back here next month for the review portion of July and our preview portion for August. We're getting down to the final months in the year, so let's see what else has to come out for us to sit here and bullshit about. We will catch you back here next time. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Goodbye.
Bye.
What are you talking about? And it's only a couple months off. It's June. What are you saying?
Yeah, we have half the year left.
Dude, we have 6 months left. That's not a lot.
Half the year.
Yeah, half. That's a long time, man.
Yeah. We're getting into like Okay, so I always. Can you do your fucking outro before we get into this?
I
I
love
think
you.
this should be the outro.
I love you.
Great. Thank
That
you.
was it. Yeah.
Anyway, I put in my head, I put the months into categories by video games. So like January and February, nothing comes out, and then like March, April, May is like we're getting into the busy season. June, July, August, busy season, and then the end of the year is just everybody's throwing shit at you. So like,
Two chains.
you know what? Can we We're moving on. We're not talking about the months anymore. I need a
Yep.
witty one-liner that I can use as an outro.
Well, you have all podcasts to think of one.
I do everything.
Yes, you do.
Hey, I came up with the outro for the last episode, okay?
Well, it's now your turn to come up with another one.